So I had some really beautiful things drop in. The first one is when you have a true remembering of who we are, we can simply be the light. We don't need to do anything. We can be like the lighthouse in a storm, because there's a storm going on. There is serious chaos happening that just seems like you almost have to go, oh, it's another day, and what's going on? And that's going on, and this war, there's that, there's this. So you just get to be the light in the storm, in the chaos. This world seems hypnotized by fear, division, and the illusion of lack. There's always this illusion of lack. They want to keep us in consumerism, materialism. How much can you consume? How much can you buy? When we have an inner joy, this is not a spiritual bypassing. It's what this is activism at its highest. So when we just have an inner joy, that's activism, not going out and marching. I mean, you can certainly go out and march if that brings you joy. But for me, it's, just having joy and releasing all the fear. That's like activism, just being joyful. We don't need to convince anyone of anything. Our frequency is our transmission. And this is why it's always like a reminder to vibrate in higher levels of emotion. Love, joy, bliss, happiness, all that stuff, because it raises our transmission, our frequency, our signal. We are all energetic. We're not here to fight the shadows. We're here to radiate light so bright it dissolves them without effort. We are here as love remembering itself. How would I show up if I truly believed that my joy heals? Am I living in a way that reminds others what's possible just by existing? What parts of myself am I still dimming to make others comfortable? What if by being my full radiant self, I am in the highest service to others? These collapsing structures, medical, religious, governmental, educational, were designed to keep us in guilt, control, and spiritual amnesia. But now we see through them. And then this came in. The matrix is not our enemy. Okay, look at it this way. It's just a tired illusion that we no longer give our consent. You are not here to ascend because you're broken. You're here to descend fully into this moment, into this body, and into this wild and holy life. We're here to climb the mountains and eat the yummy food and exercise because our physical body needs it, and to feel it. We're here to descend on this planet and enjoy it, okay? Not to escape Earth, but to enjoy it, all right? We are God in physical form. And I know that alone can trigger people, okay? We are source, we are infinite love, and we're plain human for a while, okay? So breathe it in, dance it out, speak your truth, all the stuff. Eat like it's a ritual. Be here. Be bold. Be you. Be who you want to be while you're here. Enjoy all the stuff. Feel all the feels. What if healing isn't fixing what's wrong, but reclaiming what was always right? That's healing. That's healing for everything. So I will tell you, this has been like a really epiphany moment for me. Something that I've been, like I said at the beginning, talking about, thinking about, working on, having deep conversations with so many people about for so many years at this point. And it's amazing to me sometimes how long it takes to sink in. And I guess that's part of my own personal human experience. And I know I kind of knew going into this message that some of the things that I would say would probably trigger a few people. And I also know that that's also okay, because people have their own journey through this with the things that they choose. And for me, this is how I choose to believe, because this lands in my soul like it almost pins me down. Think about when something lands in you and you just kind of go, uncle, okay, that is how I'm going to live. I am not going to live in fear of anything that's happening. I don't need to fix anything. I also don't need to fix myself. I don't need to be afraid of the systems. I don't need to be afraid of the people, way other people are responding. I don't have to try to fix anybody.